All right, welcome to the Plumbers Podcast where we talk everything except for the profession. Back with us, boys. There's only 5 of us this time, so we're just gonna give you a little weekly recap. Clap. Recap. Oh my god, recap before we go on into our little conversations. All right, go ahead, Kai. What'd you do this week?
This week for me was pretty boring, normal, Monday through Friday, trying to survive the week. Didn't do anything exciting, just fix trucks and want to hurt myself every day, but that's about it.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
You okay?
Did you see somebody? Did you talk to somebody?
What about you? What about you, Piero?
Alright, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Piero. This week was kind of boring. I didn't really do nothing. Got moved to a new section, dealing with soldiers again. Got my license taken away, so I can't drive for 7 days.
What happened?
I came into the gate without a seatbelt.
Oh,
and it's an
no.
automatic, 7-day suspension, so
That's crazy.
no wheels.
I never wear a seatbelt.
Me neither. The one time I go through the MPs are sitting there waiting for me, so they got me.
Matter of fact, I went through the gate one time without my seatbelt, and the MP was looking at me. He was like, "Want to put that on?" I was like, "Oh yeah, my fault. Put it on. No ticket."
Nah.
What about you, Kai? What'd you do? I mean, Kai.
Damn. What you trying to say?
He's getting all the black people mixed up. That's crazy.
No, you know what's funny about the seatbelt though? That combines with you is when we got pulled over this week.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about that. All right, so
Yeah.
a little weekly recap. Did a little bit of work here and there. Nothing crazy. Got a new car, little M2. Make sure I hit the car pages or whatever. What's up, bro?
And the cops know about your new car too now.
Hey, brother. So I got my car inspected because you got to before you can register it out here in Germany or whatever. So I'm sitting here, I'm showing my boy like, hey, this mode, I got to shift it by myself, whatever, woo-de-woo. So I'm doing my little dash or whatever. And I slow down just in time because then some MPs passes, right? But I don't have my plate actually on the car. I had it in the window. So they bust a little U, turn the lights on. I'm like, oh, did they catch me? But then I took the little silencers I had and took them out, put the seatbelts in. It was like, all right, let's see what they're talking about. But then it was trying to get me for a improper display of the license plate or some shit like that. So I just showed them, hey, I just had an inspection. I had to take them off, whatever. And it's like, all right, cool. It's cool, kids. So just let me do it.
As soon as I saw the lights go, they hit that UE, I was like, hey, yo, seatbelt. Because I remember exactly what happened to Maldonado over there.
Well, me, I just been grading ESB still, or E2B. Nothing much. I finished today, the ruck, and it was kind of sad. Only 100-something people made it probably. At the end of the day, got pinned and stuff out of 1,249 people.
Only 100 people.
Yeah, it was kind of massacre. It was a massacre, and the fastest told me we had today was 2 hours and 7 minutes by a lieutenant that was Sapper Ranger. So, and last year the fastest was an hour and 38 minutes by some staff sergeant. So
There's always one that runs the whole thing.
Yeah, so it was kind of crazy the big difference this year. But
Hey, 30 minutes is a big gap.
yeah,
It is a big gap.
I mean, since we are talking about our last week, how's your last week been here in Germany?
Well, this is my last week. This would be my last podcast for a while. So that is, it's kind of sad, honestly, because I'll be leaving y'all. I'll be going to Texas. But, we're all going to go see each other in Texas again. So that's a good thing. But, no, honestly, my last week was, I was out processing most of the time. There was really no out processing. I was just sleeping and just chilling with y'all guys to see what y'all were doing. What was y'all day going? Which, y'all really didn't do much. So I just didn't really do much either. Except for today. Today it was my last day at work. So I went in there and they gave me my plaque. Said a couple words and said thank you to everybody that appreciated in this unit, and I'll miss some of actually most of them, to be honest. The people that I hated, or not even hated, but the people I just disliked are far gone already. So yeah, I'll say I miss.
What did your plaque say? Specialist or sergeant?
It said sergeant.
That's crazy.
It said sergeant. Yes it did. But when they presented it to me, they were like, yeah, they just folded the sergeant part.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
All right, since we are talking a little bit about that, let's reminisce a little bit about Bass, because my first question was we've been all good friends for a while. So what are like some of the best and worst qualities of each person here right now? But since a little bit we can reminisce about Vasquez since it's illegal living. What's your best and worst memory with Vasquez? Go ahead, Mercy, kick it off.
Oh damn! I ain't even started drinking yet.
I would say the funniest one for sure is pulling up to the crib and seeing him in the window washing dishes. That was hilarious,
God.
bro.
Any but guy would do that for a female that's like,
Not his girlfriend?
okay. She wasn't, but she was cooking for me. I'm pretty sure the audience would know, like, what's that like? You're doing them a favor because they cooked for you, right? So
she's not your girl.
she's not my girl. It was then she still cooked for me, and she's not my girl.
But
she
she had a
still cooked.
boyfriend.
Man, I didn't even do the dishes for my wife. I digress.
See, where we at now?
Yeah, maybe I should have.
Yeah, exactly. He cooked
I
himself.
swear.
Yeah. Alright, what's your worst memory?
Honestly, I'll probably say this latest like content getting weekend when we were sitting at the table all eating together. That was pissing me off.
Yeah, this week you got kind of little. We'll get into it. We went to a car show later. We'll get into the car show we went on this weekend or last weekend. He got a little drunk, a little too festive, and was like talking about a lot of wild stuff. But let's talk to your best friend right here. Shai, what's your best and worst memory?
I think my worst memory with this motherfucker since being here is so it was when I was going to the gym and I was like on my little T cycle. So being on that cycle, you're already elevated to get like angrier faster, right? So I'm on the game with this fool, and then he's just playing like a straight bot.
It wasn't one of my best days. Right?
He was playing like a straight bot, and I'm like, Vasquez, why are you playing like this? He's like, all right, I'm gonna lock in. So I'm like, okay, this should be a better round. The round goes by, he's just playing like a straight bot, dude. I was ready to
Kill me through the
climb
screen.
through the mic and strangle him, like with all my might. I was ready to kill him. I was so ticked off. But that's probably the worst memory or experience I had with him because I was like on a scale of 1 to 10, I was probably a 12, 13. I was hot. All because of the game. Because he plays like a bot. You know him. You know him in real life, and on the game it's even worse. So that's probably the worst memory. Probably the funniest memory is when we was on our way to Nuremberg. We were supposed to go out to the club, and then Baby Bladder over here was like, "Yo, I gotta take a piss."
Oh my god!
He was like, "Yo, I gotta take a piss." So we pulled over to a little rest stop or whatever. It's like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, so you can't see out there. They barely got like any street lights. So we pull over to the side. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna go take a piss behind this wall." So he goes to take a piss. I ain't got to take a piss, so I'm just waiting for everybody to pile back in the car. So we all get back in the car. And he gets in the car and he's like, "Yo, y'all smell shit." And everybody in the car instantly like turns on their flashlights and shit. But him. He didn't turn on his flashlight. He assumed it was one of us. So everybody turns on their flashlight and they're like, "Nah, it's not me." He's like, "All right, whatever." So he starts to drive and he's like, "Yo, my pedal feels a little squishy."
It's slippery.
A little slippery. So he stops the car, turned on the flashlight. He stepped in shit. Not only was it shit, it was human shit.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm crying laughing. I'm sick. I'm cooked.
And then the other guy that was with us.
And my boy, he was like dry heaving and whatever. So I was like, I was sent at this point. And then I'm like trying to pull myself together and whatnot. So he takes off his shoes after like trying to clean them with like car cleaning, whatever. He takes off his shoes and puts on his PT shoes, some New Balances, and he was like, "Yo, I'm good." I look at him and I look at his shoes. He's cooked. His outfit is cooked. I'm like, "Yo, that's it."
So we go home.
Let's go home.
We're going home.
This fool looks like an idiot. He smells like and his outfit just looks trashy. So I'm like, let's just go home.
Yeah,
That's probably the funniest one.
All right, Pierre, kick it off. What's your favorite memory with Vasquez, or funniest memory, I guess?
I think my favorite was when we went to Prague and we did the Drunken Monkey bar crawl.
Oh
This man got drunk as shit, and then it was like we were walking through that club duplex. First, he was like literally talking to this female while her man was right there next to him. He didn't really care. Dude ended up like grabbing him on the face, and now we're about to do a 2v1 on this dude. We de-escalated. Then we like start walking to Golden Fingers, and he starts like talking to like homeless people and like random people, like just having a whole time, and we're just trying to like keep the night going. I don't really got no bad memories with him besides just watching him get his whooped in Hohenfels.
I didn't
With
get
the
my
box.
whooped.
Normally, when he starts getting like too drunk and annoying everybody, I'm the instigator. So I'm just laughing at everybody get upset with him and trying to make him more annoying. So I enjoy it.
When this fool gets drunk, he talks too goddamn much. He talks too much. Just like last weekend, talking to like, what the f- are you talking about? You just talking about nothing. You just talking. Like nobody was even saying nothing. He just started talking. Like he talking to himself at this point. Like what the f- pissing everybody off.
What was your worst memory?
I don't really got no with him. The other time, like, I don't got no bad memories with. Like I said, every time that he started talking to it, I instigated. So
Yeah.
I just enjoy it.
My funniest and my worst memory is when Vesta was talking too much when we went to Munich for that car show. No, not Munich. Mannheim for that car show over there, and he was like talking, and we meet up with the girls that he was talking to because they wanted to party with us, and we meet up and he's introducing Kai and our other friend, and he was like, they're like, hey, you guys are the brothers that are married, right? And I was like, too much information is being said out here, like. Now they're telling everyone they're married and everything.
He ain't knew them from a can of paint, and he's
just telling everybody like, yeah, they're married. They're my cousins. They're just black and one's white, but they're my cousins. They're both married. Just telling people all over, just people we met for like 30 seconds, just telling them that. We're like, what are you
that
doing?
time had me about. I was about 11.
That was like my funniest moment because how mad Kai got. I was like, yo, what the hell? Another time, I guess my worst moments, we've had a couple. But I think it was also this last weekend. You got kind of really drunk, and you started saying like, I feel like y'all think I'm a I can all of you up if I really wanted to.
Did I?
Yeah.
I mean, I still can. Like,
Well, you're like
I'll
5'2".
say that sober.
You're like 5'2".
You're like
I mean,
120.
realistically, I think you could take about everybody but me.
But since we got our little like sob memories and everything, what's your favorite memory with us?
Damn, I have way too many. That's why I think I'll miss, being here is because y'all made it a great experience out here for me. Especially like as soon as like after my incident, what was called, I just started seeing like a different way of things, and I started enjoying myself more with y'all, like and that like having fun, not worrying too much, not worrying what's gonna happen tomorrow, and but I'd say individually. Are we talking about individually or like together as a group?
Up to you. Let's say a group so we can save some time a little bit.
Alright. So I'd say, let's see. Where should we start? It's because something. Let's just forget about it right now, and give me some time to think right now.
All right, I'll give you some time to think.
Specific times.
All right, but back to the original question. What do you think is the best and worst traits of all of us in this group? Like, let's start off. Just pick one person. Who do we start with? We'll start with Kai. Because everyone looked at you.
That's
so
crazy.
Yeah. All right, so Mercy, go ahead. I saw you look at what's his best and worst trait?
So his best and worst trait for me are the exact same thing. This nigga like to fight.
That was my worst trait for him too.
Yep.
But if somebody try you and he with you, he gonna step with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unless the dude he can't knock out the dude in 3 punches.
Hey, that's wicked.
So the time he's talking about, I don't know what that dude was off of. He was off the beam. But I hit him with my 3 hardest Mighty Mouse punches, I tell you. He didn't go down. So, hey, I don't know what. He was off something. But you can't hold that against me.
I won't. I mean, I guess I kind of did.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. Choose someone.
That's the other dude.
Choose someone. What's Vass's best traits and worst traits? You, Kai. Yeah, what's his best and worst traits?
I think his worst traits is you don't know how to control when he gets drunk. He don't know how to control himself. To keep it all in. Because if you haven't noticed, the times that we get most mad at you is when you're drunk.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay. All right. So get more drunk. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm not saying get less drunk, but I'm saying
No, I said more.
have some control. You know what I'm saying? just talking too goddamn much.
I like to have a good time.
Yo,
You
Mark.
could have a good time, but just
He's like a chihuahua,
stop
bro.
talking, bro.
Bro, it's like a pug that's so ugly you can't help but love him.
All right, man.
You can have a good time, but just know to shut up.
Damn. So what's the good thing?
I was like, give him a good quality.
Right?
Yeah. He said, we're going to leave it at the bad quality.
Yeah, let's move on to the next person.
A good quality.
Yeah, that's hard to think of right now.
I'm mad now. He's pissing me off just thinking about it.
A good quality is we can always rely on this fool to
Don't say be late.
be late. Yeah,
Nah, that's
since he brought it up,
not a good quality.
that's a good quality for him.
What?
Boy, and I think it's low-key be looked at as a good thing. Because, like, you trust Vasquez to be Vasquez, bro.
Yeah.
So you
If you want to be late to a party, you invite Vasquez and be like, yo, I'm giving Vasquez a ride. They're like, all right, you'll be here when you be here.
Yeah.
And you just don't show up.
You tell him a time that's like an hour earlier, you'll actually be on time.
No, but on a serious note, a good quality about him, you can always expect him not to be the one that's going to switch up. The same fool I met in AIT is the same fool now. Like,
Is that a good thing? I haven't changed.
That's a deeper question you got to ask yourself, brother.
Right.
I had the conversation for here.
Tell
All
me
right.
that one offline, brother.
What's some of Piero's best qualities and worst qualities?
Alright, so I guess since we started with the worst, I think you're too much of a lover boy. Like you still have like those. What do you call it when you're still too nervous to talk to females? Like I think it's mainly because the lack of experience on it.
You was
Yeah.
a screen hoe. You was a screen hoe.
Yeah.
That's true.
But other than that, I think he's a pretty genuine guy. What's called with a pretty good heart. That's what. No, not the A. That's right there. It probably is what saves him from being a hoe right there. Because that man is not a hoe. He's a loyal friend right there.
I need my heart to die.
for all y'all ladies out there, his Instagram is
King Cruz instead of I is a V. Go ahead and add that. Looking for a future wife. Actually, no, because you said no, be a lover boy. I'm looking to have some fun.
Alright. Since we're doing kind of a circle, what's mine?
Alright. Best part about Sergio, I always said the same way for you, that you've always been really dependable as a friend. I think when anybody says they need something from you, you going to come through. You going to bitch about it, for sure. You going to let us hear it, for sure. But you always going to come through. Worst quality? Man, this man is bipolar as and gets his period every goddamn month. So there's a span of a week where he going to be pissy like Do not talk to him during that week. Just let him be. And then, like, after that week's over, full on lover, man. Like, oh, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, let's go do something. But during that week, you doing at my house.
That was this week.
I'm like, damn, bro, you told me to come here.
Yeah, I was just yesterday. You tell me I could just walk in. Bro, why you let these people in the house? You know, so
Why they eat my food?
I think mostly is when that work's getting too much. I'm like, bro, I can't yell at a captain. I can yell at my friends.
Somebody go get it.
Yeah,
oh, look, perfect example, right? This man out of nowhere is like, I'm gonna make tamales for everybody. So he's slaving in the kitchen, made about like 60 damn tamales that night before. I come for lunch the very next day. Hey, bro, you still got tamales? Not for you. I'm like, bro, I'm in the fridge looking. There's like 40 of them in here. Maybe you can have 2. Like, all right, bro.
Hey, later on that day, I came over. I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and get my tamales. He said, what tamales? There's only tamales for him and for Mercy. That's
Hey,
it.
bro, you just had to leave for an appointment. They ain't gonna do it.
Hey, that.
No, but I'm making more tonight. My bad, guy. No, it's just because something happened at the ESB site. When he called me, I was already in the dude, because they weren't letting us give no-goes anymore. So someone really it up and broke an MVG, and I was kind of pissy about it. So I was like, God damn it. And then he called me in the middle of testing somebody. So I answered. I was like, yo, what's up, man? And he's like,
I knew too. I was like, I probably shouldn't call him. I should just text him. But I really was.
Wearing the MVGs. My eyes!
all right. What are Mercy's best traits and qualities? Well, his best trait, I guess he's kind of the same. Like, I can always depend on him. He's the most realist person I've ever had as a friend. He'll tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear.
The friend you need, not the one you want, brother.
Yeah, and he'll be brutal about it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like real brutal about it. Like there was this female a couple months ago, and he was real bro about it. I was like, yep, that's what I need to hear though. And he went from her biggest supporter to the person he hated the most. And then I guess his worst trait,
His hairline.
he is not even paranoid. Once someone shows him a flight risk, he doesn't give two shits about you anymore. That's his like biggest like downfall. Like once he shows you, you can show him any type of flight risk. He'll be like, nope, this dude, don't care about him anymore, and he just walks away. Yeah, and you will never see or talk to him about again. He'll disappear.
That's how it got to be.
No, but you remember
in today's world, like, hey.
But do you remember how
that sketchy? So
do you remember how he used to be though? He's like, I don't mix friend groups.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah, he's like, I don't mix friend groups. I have my friends here, my friends over there. Don't mix friend groups. And now, since he doesn't hang out with anybody over there, where's the other friend group? Gone.
Flight risk. Goodbye.
Oh yeah, they backstab you.
But nah, they didn't like backstab. You know, sometimes people just grow apart or whatever. So
That's fair enough.
some experiences happen and we just kind of separated.
Well, to go off our little topic right now, who here do you think has the biggest ego or pride in our friend group?
I'd say Sergio.
I feel ego is me, but pride is probably this guy.
Prideful motherfucker.
Who?
Me. I swear to God.
It's you or Maldonado. I think Maldonado is so prideful. Like, what's the thing you did for your pride? Both of you.
I already know mine. Mine was straight up stupid. But we were in Prague, and I was already like a little lit in the car.
Oh,
and I tried to parallel.
his brand new car.
Look, I had just got the car. First of all, I knew I could not fit in that parking spot. Everybody knew. But my part, I already said, I was like, man, move. I know how to parallel park. The best one here, I can do it.
I told him 6 times, you can't do it, bro.
Everybody
You're not that
told
guy.
me. And see, that right there, that's my pride. I'm like, you said I can't do it. Now I got to do it. Because I got to prove you wrong. Sure enough, scratch the whole front bumper.
cool.
And he didn't believe me and Martin saying like, yo, bro, your bumper's on the other car. He's like, no, it's not. And we took a picture. He's like, bro, it's not touching. There's a little air gap. I was like, where's the air gap, dog? It's on there. It was like dented in. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Cool.
But ego, like, I think the funniest thing is that whenever we were all playing Mortal Kombat for you, right? Well, is that considered ego or is it pride?
I think it was
a mix.
Yeah, what's called? Because we were playing Mortal Kombat, right? And everybody was at least winning here 1 or 2, right? Onesies or twosies, except for you. He did not.
Same thing with the car.
And same thing with the car. He was called, and then this that same night came back home, bought Mortal Kombat.
He didn't make it to the crib where he bought it there.
He bought it at Kai's crib and practiced on that. Got new skins and everything, and now he's able to win games. And then the car wise too, went from the slowest to the fastest. But hey, bought power, no power, like he still got it.
Oh, he's something about the
No. Yeah, it was called like he was talking about bot power. So yeah, regardless, it's still the fastest.
Oh yeah, fastest car here, dog.
I ain't say it, so check down.
But I'm not the only person who has bot power now. He does too.
I'm still less than 500.
Whatever. We have the same engine.
Yeah,
But mine is still less than 500.
Okay, whatever. Fair enough. But also, I think he saw ego here goes to this guy right here too.
Me?
Yeah. Every single time he speaks to the lady, you know what he says to himself? I have to represent.
Oh,
I have to represent me, my family, my ancestors, all Mexico. He has. That's what he told me. He says that to people. He just in his head, he's like, that's what keeps him going. Not the female that's in front of him. It's his own little mental pride. He's
American
like, yeah, this
psycho.
Huh?
American psycho.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you gotta represent. You know, like we're in a whole different country, and they've never been with a Mexican before. You know, that you know of.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Exactly.
People are lying. Like,
So I'm paving the the way for all these other Mexicans or Latinos. Be like, okay, the last one was really good, so I wonder, so I'm just helping out the community.
It's crazy.
Slut.
It's crazy.
Slut.
And when it comes to pride, also this guy, when it comes to fighting, the only one I've ever seen this guy over here lose his pride to was that white dude that he couldn't knock down. Where he's like, "Hey, buddy, you got it."
He wasn't white.
He wasn't white.
Definitely light skin.
He wasn't white. He was a half breed. Okay.
He was a brolic ass light skin.
I was definitely the only sober one there.
He was not white.
There's no way.
He was not
He
white.
was blonde with white skin.
No.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Are you on
No.
drugs?
No, I'm definitely 100%
You're high
sure.
right now.
Because I've seen him again.
Bullshit.
He's not
Yes.
white. I remember
Who
his
was
face. I
light-skinned?
was not that drunk. I don't get that drunk to where I completely forget. He was light skinned.
Or maybe you were that drunk that your punches weren't as hard as when you're
Alright.
sober.
All right.
You know? 'Cause I've beaten you.
But I am most
punched you
definitely
back
not.
before.
I'm not prideful.
Yeah, he's saying he beat you.
When I was hurt. When I just came off of surgery. That's when he beat me.
Nah.
He's
nah,
not talking about the house,
crazy.
though. You see how you bring up the house, though?
Hey, whoa, hold on. That's a whole different. I
Anyways,
was up.
I don't think I'm prideful at all. At all.
At all?
Not a little bit.
Go ahead, Mercy. You have an
Not a
example.
little bit.
No.
You don't think of prideful like at all.
Nah.
So why do you scream "bought power" anytime anything happens?
Because it's a fact, bro.
It's a
You can't brag and boast in the chat.
Okay.
You can't.
Okay,
No.
okay.
Listen.
What about
You-
when I race you?
you can't-
I was spitting. I was spitting.
You can't brag and boast in the chat about, hey,
No wonder that
I
bragging
got the fastest car. Well, you do it every day.
No.
He said, get that slow ass car. But that's bot power. You can't do that. So if you gonna brag and boast, I'm gonna call you out like, hey, bro, that's bot
So what do you
power.
want to put? You want to buy a
Relax.
little?
Relax, brother.
You want to buy a little air filter
Relax.
so I'm not bot power
Listen.
anymore?
So when I was spinning, is that not what I'm doing? Do you not see my car twerking and shit when I'm trying to take off?
No, I'm in front of you.
Like,
Okay.
Look, his prize coming out. right now.
Nah. Okay.
I'm gonna give him
It's
that
just
just because
fact.
I've seen it in person. While this wheels are still spinning, this already taking off.
God.
Four wheels, four-wheel drive. I don't know.
Two-wheel drive now, baby.
Also,
When it stopped raining, we can line it up. So
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Also, I can say his other prize when that little exhaust is still hanging out. He's too prideful to go get it fixed by somebody else. He's just
Because he's a
it's
mechanic.
it's not that.
He is a mechanic, so he's like, nah. If anything's wrong with my car, I'm fixing it.
No, I know I could take that to a shop. It's just I just haven't took it.
Well, I can weld it for you.
No, sir.
No,
Wow. You don't trust my welding skills?
absolutely not.
Dude, I have a lot of stories about Noah with pride, but like when I sit here and think about it, I can't think of one. But I know his pride has been his biggest downfall in a lot of situations.
Yes.
Besides like the car one, dude, there has to be more. I just can't remember any of them right now.
I think we all can remember that one incident.
My pride was. I do think I by far have the biggest pride here, and it does get me in trouble a lot. I don't know. I got better though. I'll say my situation right now has really shown me to let my pride go. Yeah, I'm that. If that's my biggest lesson from what I'm going through. Like, swallow it, keep it moving. Like you said, just be quick to cut people off. That's it. Well,
Not as quick as me. It's not good. It's actually not
yeah,
good.
no, not that. But like, come, I should have done that long time ago.
Well, that's actually great because that leads into my next question. Where do you think your pride or ego or any like your percent comes from? Like, is it the group that we have here now, or is it like your upbringing? Like, your birds of a feather, right? That's what it is.
100% upbringing, like the way I was raised, because it kind of like ties into the Mercy. Like you gotta just let people go, because like growing up, my grandpa he always told me he was like, "Don't be a mark." Y'all know what a mark is?
No.
I'll explain.
So a mark is a person that people know that they can get over on. Like if they see you doing like certain things, if you're acting a certain way, you be like, "Oh, that guy's a mark." You don't want to be no mark. So like growing up, my grandpa he always told me like, "Don't be a mark," and then he was like, "I know it may seem like fun at the time, but you gotta think like 2 steps ahead. So if it calls for letting people go that you thought were your homies or whatever, let them go." You know what I'm saying? And it goes in real deep. We don't got enough time to talk about it, but yeah.
A whole lot of backstory. But I'll say my whole flight risk thing is definitely from the upbringing, like he said. But instead of like a mark, it's more like I use the term green. Like, oh, you green as hell. So basically they can't get over you. If they can't get over you, they will get over you. So if they're not bringing nothing to your life, go ahead and get them out your life. You feel me? So, and I don't blame my mama because like it's a beneficial lesson, but she's cut down. Like there's so much family I didn't meet or I don't have like a real close bond with. because of the simple fact that, like, oh, she fell out with him and we never saw him again. I ain't mad at it, but you know what I'm saying? It should have went differently. So now I'm quickly like, all right, I'm done here. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially if you ain't bringing no value to the table, you gone.
Yeah, I mean,
No if and buts about it.
I guess my ego about like buying stuff like how you were saying I buy a new car, I buy like a game and everything. Definitely comes from being poor growing up. I was like I never really had anything, so I really didn't play video games like that. So now that I am kind of trash and I'm like these guys are better than me, I was like, oh, I can spend the money to. I can also spend the money and be better too. So I just do it now.
Yeah.
I would say though the car thing is probably the stupidest purchase I've ever done in my life. I'm so happy with that car right now.
You're like now as of now, you're like that person that's like, there's a problem, throw money at that. It's like, yeah, it'll solve itself.
That reminds me of that video. The girl in the bathtub, she was like, I want to feel like it's raining. The dude with the stack of money, he was like, wow, right at her face.
But I mean, I don't like throwing my money in all my problems. But I know recently in my at least the last 2 years, I had definitely happened since I have more money to throw around like that. I have been throwing money at my issues. But I'm not forgetting my roots. But like I can't do any construction out here. That's all I know how to do. So like other than that, and sell stuff. And
Your DNA.
I'm not gonna sell anything in Germany besides drugs. But I don't do that.
No.
I don't do that anymore. So
Not anymore.
all right. What about you? Where do you think you get your personality from? Your upbringing or your friend group? Or a little of both?
I say a little bit of both. Kind of like sometimes you just gotta adapt to your surroundings. What's called that's what I've kind of learned throughout like life, right? It's like depending on what place you are and stuff like that. Really, and in all reality, kind of learn more of with my dad about like not really. Huh? Yeah, I do have a dad.
3 people in this, and at least in this current podcast, have fathers.
I have a peasant father.
Not to brag. Not to brag. What's called?
Cheers.
Yeah.
You can't throw money at that problem.
No, wait. Hey, he comes in the news. He won them the fucking lottery, right? And then his dad comes in with the milk. Hey, son, I'm back.
No, you're not. I can't throw money at that problem.
I found the cigarettes.
I would have said I didn't have a present father, but he was not around. I knew who he was at. I just didn't talk to him as much.
I know he looked like. I knew he stayed in the neighborhood over. About it.
Yeah.
No, but it was called. It was called. I learned a lot about how, like stuff my dad taught me, but in all reality, I just became more of my own person, and my dad's more of a serious person. So as you can tell, what's called. I'm the whole opposite of that. Yeah, a little too much. But when it comes to friends, I really just stick to a friend group and like a specific friend group. That's why our circle is very small, and I really don't like bringing in like other people into it. It's mainly because I learned my lesson on that too. Because same thing like Mercy was saying, right? It's like you don't mix friend groups, and learned a lesson with that. One time when I was I was trying to introduce my friend group was called to Sergio, and Sergio's like, "Yo, who the f*** are these people?" It's like, get them the f*** out of here. But
I did do that.
Yeah, you did.
But I didn't do that just because I was being a dickhead. I did that because I was throwing a party for one of my old friend groups, and she didn't like his friends. She barely liked him. She didn't like his friends. You see, and I was trying to impress her, so I was like, when he showed up with a bunch of people, he did not tell me anything. And then they just show up with like 5 people and only made food for enough for like 6 people. And he showed up with 5 more people. I was like, bro, who the f*** are this? And then they're like, oh, you didn't tell him where we're going? I was like, nah, he didn't tell me. I was like, y'all can stay, but like,
don't eat my food.
Like, you can't eat anything. And they ended up all leaving.
Y'all can stay, just sit in that corner over there.
You see, and I think right there is a perfect example of somebody that you should have cut off from your life a long time ago because she did not bring anything to you. And then at the end, what she do?
She kind of did over.
She tried.
I wouldn't say
it's not the same one you're thinking about. It's the one that that I was in the same unit with.
absolutely brought nothing. As a matter of fact, you tried giving her the world, and yet she gave you.
No. That's a different one too. But yeah.
Okay,
That's not
I wouldn't say the world. My bad.
The fact that there's multiple and we still haven't got to the one, that's a bad sign, buddy.
Yeah, no.
Never mind.
Well,
So-
yeah.
I got a question for everybody, right? So you know how we all interact with each other, as of like right now, how we, because we hang out with each other, how we know how we will go about like certain situations or whatever. And this is like pretty much based off my like current situation. Do you think your parents or whoever brought you up, do you think they know you as you, or do they know you as the kid they brought you up as?
They definitely think they're the whole other person. They
I think
I'm a whole.
I think since my mom was just here, like you most of you guys know, I think she used to think of me as the kid that I was until she saw me around you guys and like when we were hanging out on vacation and everything. She kind of told me I was kind of a kid, but she's like she's like I forgot how independent you were. You're kind of a and mean to everybody, even like to random people. Like if I'll be like, why are you talking to me and my mom right now? Like we don't like leave us alone. Like we're just sightseeing. Stop talking to us. And like she was like, you don't need to talk to them like that. I was like, no, because like they're bugging us. Like I'm just trying to get done, and like why are you interrupting like me and my mom's time? You know what I mean? So yeah, no, I guess with me, she used to think I was like still like this kind-hearted kid who used to like talk to everyone and be like try to be friends with everybody. But now, like I think right now she thinks I'm kind of a kid to everybody, unless you're my friend.
Yeah, because
But you're still a dick, but with a heart.
Yeah, but I care about you.
Yeah.
Because I had a conversation with my mom because like my little situation that's going on right now. So I said like one thing to one person, and that one person relayed that information back to my mom. And then what I basically said, I was like, yeah, my mom, she knows me, but she doesn't like, how do I put it? She doesn't know me as a lover. You know what I'm saying? So you can act like one way around your family or whatever, and you can act a completely different way around the person that you're with. And it's because they bring out the freaking traits and qualities that your parents don't see. So we were like going back and forth, and I was like, yeah, my mom, they know me, but they don't know me.
Yeah.
And then she relayed that information back to my mom, and my mom called me, and she was like, so I don't know you, you're not my son with you. And I'm like, nah, it's not even like that. So I had to go into this whole spiel, like, it's a lot that you haven't seen because I wasn't that person around you, and it was just a lot.
Yeah.
No, there was a point when I first got back. What is it? After years that I wasn't home, and what's called my mom was like, "Who are you?" She literally like, "Who are you?" It's like you're not the same person that I brought up. I'm like,
I done grew up.
I'm like, look, a lot of things has happened. Those things is what help shape and mold you, and in a good way or in a bad way. But being in the army, it definitely changes you. Being how you see things a lot, how the army works, and how they work you. Yeah, that definitely it can shape you in a good and a bad way.
I think with mine, I'm really transparent with almost everybody. Like, I don't really act no different type of way. People ask me questions, I'll tell them. I really don't care too much. But as humans, like, we show people what we want them to see. That's just human nature. So they're not going to know every person you meet has a different interpretation of who you are.
That is true.
Every interaction is different.
That is true.
So, like, there's 1,000 variations of you in somebody's mind or in other people's mind. But I think what matters is with, like, this friend group, we hang out so much that every single one of us has been through some crazy shit together. So we feel a lot more comfortable showing and expressing things that we wouldn't to my family, who I haven't seen in like 3 years, and I only talk to on the phone maybe once every 2 weeks. So they're not gonna get that full picture like that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Me and my mom, the first day and a half when she was here, we barely talked. I was like, she's like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "I just don't know how to talk to you. I'm sorry. Like, give me like." I'm trying to see if I should talk to you the way I talk to you at home, or like with like still with respect, but like talk to you like I talk to my friends, or like just talk to you like you're a cool friend. Like I don't know. It took me like a day and a half, and then eventually I was like, "Oh, yeah, I was just gonna talk to her like she's a person. She's just my mom."
So I'm basically getting like feed from the outside. Like people think our friend group just ain't shit. I'm just gonna put it like that.
That's crazy.
A lot of people think our friend group ain't shit. But like hanging out with y'all, Like we all got our experiences that have brought us together. In a way, we kind of got like the same stuff going on, but not the same. You know what I'm saying? But like
Same but different.
Same but different. Yeah.
same, different thing.
Same, but different.
Type shit. So, because like people from the outside just think we kick it with each other just because we just like to off and do stupid shit. But
like, no.
We like that.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? we do got our...
Got depth. Like a
No, like, because if you look at it from a picture, them dudes like women, they like cars, and they like to drink. That's what most people think. Like, that's what they see, and they're like, oh, it's all they want to do is talk to females. But when they, we have real conversations, we helping each other out. The trauma bonding is real, though.
Yeah.
The trauma bonding.
I say for me it's the worst because I get shit all the time.
I mean, there was for real point that me and Mercy had the same situation going on at the same time. We were talking to a girl. She was with some other dude that had the same birthday as us. Mine had the same birthday as... mine was with somebody who had the same birthday as me. He was with somebody who had the same birthday as him. And I was like, yo, like, we're in the same situation.
Like 6 months. If something happened to him, he'll come back, talk about it. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy because I'm dealing with this right here.
Same situation at the same time. We're like, yo, what the f***? Dude, like, is it just us? Or is it just like something, like, are we just choosing women? Maybe we're just choosing women. I want to say that either because I don't want to talk bad about that person because
both of them were talking about, in this scenario, great girls. But our timing may have been a little off or something may have happened that made the experience kind of tank. You know what I'm saying?
Right person, wrong time.
I wouldn't say that either. Not for me. Maybe for him, but not for me.
Not for me either, dude. I don't think I ever would have been with this person.
Oh,
really? Well, technically I already was, but like I wouldn't be like...
You couldn't see it?
No.
Okay.
Well, mine, I could see further, but I feel like it already had an experience that I was lacking, so I've been playing catch up. You know what I'm saying?
I lied to you. I did see further at one point, but eventually I stopped seeing further, and I only saw...
Were you just caught up in the moment?
Yeah, I was just caught up in the moment at times. What the f***? This kid just smelled the blanket.
No, I didn't. It's because I had to burp.
I just
saw him put his
From my point of view, I thought you were smelling his ass.
That's all I'm looking at.
Well, alright, so you guys just think for going off your question, I mean, I don't think my family really, like, knows me. I think if anybody in my family knows me, it's probably my brother Daniel. He probably knows me the best, and it's probably the most like me in the way of, like, we don't talk to our family that much. But that's also because my mom was always working, so there's always just me and him. So, like, there's nothing, like, compared, like, when people say you're really independent, like, yeah, like, I am really independent. Like, I have nobody to fall back on because my mom's also poor. So if I f*** up, I'd say the next thing I can do is probably a bullet because that's the next thing I can afford.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because I can't be broke. I can't be poor again.
I might as well go to the stereotype at that
Maybe
point.
I'll probably sell drugs again.
You didn't say that.
You didn't say that.
You buy a golden bullet.
Yeah.
But I say my mom knows who I am. Like, we don't talk on a regular, but we're low key the same person.
Yeah, I was gonna say because anytime you call your mom on the phone, it's like you're talking to one of us. Like, hey, mom.
Yeah.
I got these two shorties lined up. Oh, which one should I go with? I'm like, huh?
You talking to your mom like this? Yeah, that's my best friend, bro. On the outside, people are looking like, yo, y'all relationship kind of weird, and it's only weird because you don't understand it for real, and that's okay because I'm not about to sit here and explain it to you.
Like that white girl was saying, me, you have real weird relationship with our mothers.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Like, don't. Excuse me.
Don't be a hippie your whole life. You feel me?
Yeah.
It is what it is. Let it one to death. I don't talk to her every day, but if I got an issue, I can hit up. She gonna be real with me. If I call her, she gonna answer. We gonna sit there, chat, hee hee ha ha, and I'll talk to her when I talk to her. It's like we spoke yesterday. You feel me? So.
Yeah, I mean, if I make big decisions, the only person I called about the car I was gonna get was her. And when she said, "You're good," I was like, she said, "Do what you want. I think you can do it." I said, "All right, bet." That same minute, I bought the car, didn't I?
Mine told me to make up my mind. You need to make up your mind.
Make up your goddamn mind.
I was at the bowling alley with this guy. I was like, I just need to call one person. I called one. She's like, do it. I said, hey, bro, I guess I'm buying the car tomorrow. I'm doing it. But yeah, I mean,
buy one's current ones.
Can I ask y'all the question though? Because I know it happens to me. Like with y'all boys back home or like siblings. It's usually only with guys too. Y'all can talk, like I talk to my boy damn near every day. Talk to my brother, talk to my cousin. And when I go back home and we interact for the first time, it's weird. It's like, I was like,
No.
does that happen to y'all?
No.
That is like, it takes like a few hours to like, we like that
So-
chemistry kick.
I'm gonna say yes, but I don't talk to like the boys I grew up with back home a whole lot.
Yeah.
One, I outgrew them, so anytime I go home and we start talking, it just reminds me that I'm either ahead of them or it's just like not like it's a competition, but like we're just not. Our lives aren't on the same path anymore.
Yeah.
I think my boys love them to death. Known them since 8th grade, throughout high school, whatever. Cool. But it's just.
Yeah, it's really just like, I don't know. It's weird because we'll be kicking it. Cool. Play on the game and all that. When I get there and we land, we're like, all right.
Now what?
What do we do?
Yeah, and it takes like for like 2 hours of us to like get back in the groove. Like, oh, that's how it's supposed to be. Like we've been talking.
I mean, to be fair, I'm like Mercy. I don't talk to anybody from high school or any of my high school friends. I outgrew all of them. Maybe one person, but that's pretty much
like my little sister or whatever.
But
mine's because I don't talk to nobody. I got him. I like rare, but my only is like my boy who I met while I joined the army in Fort Hood, my cousin and my brother. Other than that, I don't really talk to no like old high school friends.
Me neither. Honestly, what's called. I didn't actually have friends in high school. I was more like, what would you consider like
Associates?
Associates. It was called. I only had like 2 good friends, and that's it. But it was called. I haven't really talked to them in a while. But I talked to one earlier, like a couple months ago. He's like, "Hey, when you coming home?" I say, "I'll let you know when I'm home. You know, we go out for a drink or something." He's like, "I say, let me know when you're home." And what's called. The thing is though, like the people that I'm with, what's called. It's like. My friends are basically my cousins because I grew up with my cousins, right? We have a big family. I didn't really need friends because my cousins were my friends and they all live close by. You know, we had that, Hispanic where we all grew up together, right? So wherever we left off last time, we'll pick it up right back then. Like as soon as my cousins pick me up every single time. They pick me up from what's called from the airport. They got something rolled up and some beers already ready to go. Like.
So all y'all lived, for the most part, in the same place growing up before y'all joined the military?
No.
What you mean?
Like, because of me, I was an Army brat. So I moved around damn near every 3 years.
I mean, I lived in South Carolina my whole life, but not like the same area.
Same here. I live in California, but I live in the same area.
Like same state for the most part.
Yeah.
You all your high school was in one?
My high school is where I'm here when I'm gonna stay.
Yeah, okay.
No, I went
all my high
to
schools in 1 year. Yeah.
I went to 3 different high schools. But back to the friend thing, I only have one friend that I can call my friend Ramon. So we were friends since like 2nd, 3rd grade, and we won't talk. Like I probably since being here in Germany, I probably talked to him like twice. But I know as soon as I touch down home, I could be like, "Hey, bro, back to the crib. What we trying to do?" And we could just pick up like we never left off. You know what I'm saying? And then that's like the one and only friend back at home that I got. As far as high schools, I went to like 3 different high schools.
I went to 3 middle schools.
I switched school districts every year. Every school, and from elementary, junior high, and high school, to 3 different school districts. So that's all I would change. I wouldn't change I would change whole friend groups. Like I wouldn't.
Because once you like get to middle school, okay.
Yeah, but let's move on a little bit. So this last week I was saying earlier that we went to a car show. We asked a lot. We did our first couple of interviews. So how'd you all feel about it? At least the 3 who actually did interviews? How'd you guys feel about it? You feel confident? Like it was your scene? Because I know Kai and Mercy came off very natural, but you came off very forced. But it was probably because you were drunk.
He was drunk. He was
I was
drunk.
gonna say on the regular, I could definitely ask some questions here and there, whatever. But that weekend, I was cooked. I don't even know why I even told me like that guy right there that I interviewed would have been perfect with either one of y'all because he has a pretty big follow up. Like what's called like follow.
He had boots, so that's why I gave him to you.
Yeah,
because you was fangirling over his boots. So I was like,
because I had the same boots.
Yeah. Exactly, so that's why you got him because he had the boots.
Yeah, but I was cooked, bro.
But going off the car show, y'all feel good about it?
But the interviews, I feel like it was pretty good. Speaking of interviews, so there's a grand opening at this club hashtag in Amberg tonight at 10.
All right, let's go.
Perfect time to get some content.
I'm down. Let's go. We'll go later. Hey, look out for us on TikTok or Instagram Reels for the following interviews.
That boy just want to take. He want to take his car just to flex it. That's it.
Who, me?
No, Mercy. He's talking
take it
about
too
we all fit in
No, we
one
take-
car, but he's like,
Hey,
just
no,
take
no.
two.
I'm trying to be confident.
We all been there. We all been there.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel it.
Passions?
I'm running past.
No. I'm talking about cars. When we first got our car,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm driving a bit everywhere I can.
Tell me about it.
we gotta drive
When I
somewhere.
first got my car, I took I was honestly, I knew this one female I was talking to, and I wanted to flex on her because when I was with her, like when I was talking to her, I had no car, right? But then I went to a club, Falcons, because I knew she was gonna be there. So we ended up, me, Sergio, and some other acquaintance of us, ours here, was called Went, right? But I gave him one rule: if you're gonna get up, do not throw up in my car. What's the first thing that happened when we got out that club?
He threw up in the car.
He threw up in the car.
Yeah. But to go off of cars real quick, in this group, I know what some of us are gonna say, but are you German car, Japanese car, or American cars?
American muscle.
Because I'm for German and Japanese cars. I really do like Japanese cars a lot, but I've never been a fan of American muscles. Although my search history when I was a kid would have told you different. I wanted a Mustang, but I realized eventually Mustangs are for females. So
That's crazy.
So I'm gonna say I'm kind of a hybrid. Like I don't necessarily put one above the others because I can see the benefit of each of them. Like right now, I drive M2, so I'm German daily, whatever, cool. If I could pick another car, it's like my little project, my little like weekend getter.
Let me
I'm
guess,
picking an RX-7. Nah,
I was gonna say Camaro, but
I did tell you I'm getting a Camaro earlier.
I want
a Charger.
But if I had to pick American most, I'm getting a Camaro.
dude, I want a GTR really badly. Ever since we saw one the other day, I was like, I've been.
They are hard, but I think they're overrated.
I want a 2-door car now, and I was like, damn, if I can get a 2-door car, it's gonna be that one.
So for me, I've been American muscle boy like my whole life.
Yeah, back to your
But
roots.
so my next car, I want it to be a CTSV, but I do at the same time want a car with a turbo. I just want to put a fat snaily boy on a freaking car. So so I don't know which route I'm gonna take, but
Hey,
I
I'm
like
telling you, the day I find the RX-7, I'm gonna swap the
What about
engine
you?
and put some nuts on that motherfucker.
So I'm definitely the most brand new to the car scene.
no,
I don't know.
No, we're equal right now. I'm
We're pretty
still
equal.
new.
You know more than me though. I
I
wasn't.
think it's-
Like,
no.
I don't know nothing
Just
about
because I yap.
Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely say JDM. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
okay.
on the way,
what's JDM stand for?
Japanese domestic made.
No. No.
It's Japanese domestic, right? It's something
Yes,
like
but
that.
it's not
So
made.
close, so close.
Manufactured.
No.
What is it?
Motors.
What?
Motors.
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 Isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's motors.
I could have
Oh,
said
yeah, go
motors.
correct.
Either way it goes.
All right.
Continue.
So
Figure that later.
and then American Muscle.
It's motors.
Is it motor?
Motors.
Damn.
It's gonna be those. I don't like the European body styles too much. Like even when I see BMWs, I'm not a huge
It's
fan.
market.
I like more aggressive looking cars, boxy looking cars.
Market.
Well, what's called
Oh, so he was right.
No, he didn't say market. Market.
damn, so we
Japanese
were all
domestic
wrong.
market.
Yeah.
I said model, so
See, I don't feel that bad now.
Anyways.
See,
Anyways.
that's what happens when you second guess yourself. 'Cause
Anyways.
I knew it was market, and y'all were saying motors
I feel
and
like
models.
it's
And I'm
motors.
like, I'm
Is it?
I don't want to be the wrong one, so
Is
it's probably
it?
It's market.
Yeah,
probably-
it's like, is it? Is that?
yes.
Anyway, back to the topic. Go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so no, either that JDM or American Muscle for sure. And if it had to be American Muscle, I'm probably going. Yeah, I'm gonna go a Charger.
Yeah, Charger got it. If you're gonna
You
go
look
American
like
Muscle, a Charger.
Yeah, no, I've been in his car.
Yeah, he was
like,
kind of horny when he was in
oh
my car.
my god, like bricked up. That's
I don't like how big they feel, bro.
That's what I like. I like
ever drove it?
like big boxy
Yours?
cars.
Mhm.
No, I don't think so. I drove Lester's.
I've driven this car. It's too
Actually-
wide.
I don't remember.
It's too long.
I probably have, bro.
It's too long, right?
Yeah, it's a
It's-
long
I
time.
don't like 4-door muscle cars.
Yeah, but you drive a girl car.
Yeah, yours is. You know, you realize your car is the most bought car by females. You really can't talk.
Okay, but regardless, I just like. I like.
your car faster than his?
No.
It's a
No,
4-cylinder.
That doesn't.
It is. It's eco.
That doesn't change.
I think his is faster.
No, his is most definitely faster.
How much you running?
like 375.
Yeah, I'm running a smooth 205.
His car's most definitely faster.
Look, my car I didn't get for speed. You don't get a Honda
Yes, you
for
do.
speed. No,
SI?
Yes, you do.
you don't get it for speed. A stock. Okay, yeah, I could.
You could get a Honda Civic
I type R for speed.
Type
You don't
R
get
No,
SI.
for speed. You could get an old school Honda Civic, put a laptop in that mother.
Time
for
out.
speed.
Listen, if you are getting
You can
a
gut that
car-
mother to be 90
No,
pounds,
okay, yeah,
put a
you can
laptop in
make
it,
it fast,
you're
yes.
a rocket, dude.
If
You're
you are getting a car for speed, nobody's gonna say I'm gonna get a Honda Civic for speed.
That's not true at all.
That is 100% true.
No, it's not.
No, I
Bro, I can
Nobody-
show you some. I could show you some.
I can pull up some Honda Civics right now.
That's not what you're not
I could pull up some
understanding.
Honda Civics right now.
If I told you right now,
Usually when
pick a car
people
for speed,
when
you gonna say
usually
Honda?
when people think about Honda Civic, they're thinking old school Honda Civics with the laptop that's gonna take off like a rocket.
Yeah. I
Honda
understand.
Civic. So
I'm not saying it
that
can't
so
be fast.
when you said Honda Civic, that's the type of Honda Civic I'm thinking about. You pull up with that, I'm like, what the
That's not my
He's like, yeah,
family car?
You're a family man.
No, but listen, when like people that get Hondas, mostly it's all about the aesthetic.
Is it?
It's how it looks on the outside because they're easy to freaking mod and there's hella parts. So it's mostly for the outside, making it look as cool as
Who
possible.
told you that?
On my freaking car pages that I'm a part of.
He said the one car page I'm a part of. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next topic, right? So
I hate on my damn Honda Civic.
Ain't nobody
I'm
hating
I'm
on it.
hating. So being a part of the car community, you cannot hate on each other's builds.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I appreciate every. What's your name?
You appreciate every build. You
There's some-
don't hate on anybody's
there
build.
were some Hondas out
That's-
there
nah, that's
in the
crazy.
car meet.
That's crazy.
It was
I
like
get the
it
most,
was like one of those.
especially from this game.
But
funny.
He's bought power, so he's. You know what I'm saying?
why are you so hurt?
You see, that's why I think I don't have the most pride because I know I have like the
slowest car?
second to slowest cars.
See, that hurts my pride because now I'm about to go trade my car in and get some other shit and not be able to afford it. Like,
That's what.
just go
This is
fuck
what lets
myself.
me know I don't have no pride because people could talk all this they want about my car. I'm gonna still get in that and love it. Like
Right?
damn, I did everything to this bitch. Let me get in here and drive it.
What's my
It's
next
fun to
mod
drive
is to bring that to 500 horsepower. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
I
like,
get
I love
the
my
back of
car.
that hoe.
And once I start doing stuff too, like I have a lot of ideas to do to my car, and y'all gonna help. Y'all, you know, I always
So you
I stay
take your
asking
time
you.
with it.
You stay sending me videos, so like that's what I like about the group that we really do come together for that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I haven't done anything to my car because all the parts are too expensive.
Look what you're at, buddy.
It's okay, man.
Brake chain's $900.
Hey, M3, bro.
I'm gonna avoid my warranty expeditiously.
Yeah. But we're gonna move on real quick. So y'all know what we're doing this weekend. If you're not in Germany, Oktoberfest is going on right now.
but I'm pretty sure you've heard about it. I mean, it's everywhere.
If you haven't heard about it, what is it, Vasquez? What is Oktoberfest?
So Oktoberfest is everywhere. Oktoberfest is like
You know, Oktoberfest
it's
is
a global. Yeah, it's a global thing. Oktoberfest is a global thing. But the original Oktoberfest is in Munich.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So, like, I'm
well,
pretty
for the
sure-
people who don't know what Oktoberfest is, because I didn't know what Oktoberfest was until I got to Germany, and I was in. Well, I knew of it, but I didn't know what it was for.
So people that go to like the clubs and like not the clubs but the bars and you're gonna know what an Oktoberfest is.
Yeah.
But the original Oktoberfest, Munich.
Well, yeah, we're gonna go there.
Here, I can give you the definition first. Oktoberfest is the world's largest folk fest, featuring a beer festival and a traveling carnival. And it's held annually in Munich, Bavaria, for mid or late September to the first Sunday in October, with more than 6 million national visitors attending to the event.
All right,
So-
going off that, we all here have been to Oktoberfest except for one person in his friend group. That's my boy Mercy over there. So, what are you expecting since you've never gone?
But you've heard stories.
So basically, like everything I hear is Oktoberfest is just a bigger Volksfest. So I'm expecting the same thing on steroids.
Yeah.
So whatever you look for at a Volksfest, you should find an ample at Oktoberfest. You feel me? That's what I'm expecting. But you know,
All right. So, just to go off that a little bit, we're all here going to tell you our individual experience in Oktoberfest, starting off with this guy, because it was his first Oktoberfest.
Look,
Last year.
look, here's the thing, right? With my current situation, I do not want to remember my first Oktoberfest.
Same.
I want to forget that. This is this tomorrow will be my first ever Oktoberfest.
Oh.
We're gonna make some new memories out there because forget that last one. People that shouldn't have been there were there. We're gonna leave it at that.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
And he had a curfew.
Yeah.
Oh. He had a
Yeah,
curfew.
so this is my first Oktoberfest.
Oh, say two. Say
The
two.
last
for you?
one
Does it
yeah, it
count?
didn't count. Didn't
Okay.
count. You know what I'm saying? Because had a collar and leash on, so you know what I'm saying.
I was like, "Hey, bro, let's go over here." Nah, I can't. Just go ahead and go out with me.
I'll be up
I'm
with
gonna
y'all
go
later.
home.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, what about you then?
Me?
What's
Oh,
your experience with Oktoberfest?
well, I've gone twice, right?
He doesn't remember.
Yo, I mean, the first one was pretty good. It was called. The only problem was that it was raining and it was kind of windy. so it was very cold, right? But hey, the drinks helped. So what's it called? The only problem is if you're not there hella early, or you did not what's called purchase a ticket to get into one of the houses or one of the tents. Actually, this is one of the tents, right? It was called. It is going to be very hard for you to get any beer.
But you don't need to purchase a ticket. You just show up there early. That's what I'm trying to do.
That's what I'm saying. That's
show
what
up early and just get a table. Don't leave.
Yeah, you can't leave.
Because once you leave, you can't get back in.
So what time are we leaving?
I want to leave here around like 9, 10.
So yeah, we gotta get like. Cause have you seen the videos where they what's called when they open? What's called
even when you buy a ticket for it, if you leave after a certain time, after noon or 12, I think they're not letting you back into that venue.
So once you get like to a table or a tent or whatever, is it just like free
stay.
drinks or what?
No, you have to pay for the drinks.
You gotta pay.
$15.
But there's waiters that come to you.
Well, I mean,
It's like $15.
Yeah, but
I'm saying the beers are huge.
Like
you have to drink them. You can actually take a mug, bro. I took a mug for a cruise. You can just take the bitch because you pay $15 for the mug.
I'm
Basically,
leaving for something.
Yeah, no. If you return the mug, you get money back.
The money with the mug.
You can just take one.
You don't have to take all the mugs back.
Yeah, you can take.
I mean, fair. You see in our house, so we have 2 of them.
Yeah.
So there's this
That's
one thing
wild,
that
right?
I want to go ahead and point out, right? Since we're going to Oktoberfest all, single, right? So, all right. So there's this one thing that I learned recently that I did not know on the last 2 Oktoberfest. So, when the females usually wear what's called the traditional, what's called German dress. I forgot what's it called. No, the lederhosen is for the guys. What's called the females have a different name for their dress, right? So they actually have a bow in the front, right? So fact check me right now, somebody on their phone, right? So if they have their bow on the right side, they're in a relationship, right? If they have their bow on the left side, they're single.
Oh, dude, that's like
if they have a bow in the middle, it's complicated. Now, if they have a bow in the back, that means they're either a waiter, a widow, or married, I think.
There's a club in Munich. If you show up with a tie and a girl cuts the tie off you, that means she wants to go home with you and you leave right there.
Yeah, hey, no, you were right. Fact checking.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the bow tied on the left, they're single. Tied on the right, they're already married, taken, or engaged. And then the bow tied in the center of the back either means they're a waitress or widowed.
Oh, okay. So I was kind of right. I just kind of messed up on the.
Oh, it's like our it's like our Spurs, huh? It's like our Spurs.
And but the one that I saw, I think you didn't mention that one, but the one in the middle, the bow in the middle, that it's complicated.
The only middle one they have was in the middle.
Yeah, it's only in the middle.
I know exactly, but there's another one I saw, and I've seen a couple of videos already, people in Oktoberfest. They have the bow in the middle, saying that it's complicated. Yeah, exactly. They probably did.
All right, so let's remember that that's an important rule.
Yeah, for asking questions in podcasts.
Yeah, hey, I see you got the bow on the left. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. You see, that's exactly great questions for out there.
Also, expect videos from this Oktoberfest coming up here in the coming weeks. Well, we're gonna move on to the very last thing. So, what's the game plan? That's it. Just get videos, get drunk, and party in Munich tomorrow.
Sound like a deal.
Pretty much.
Honestly,
That's
that's
the plan, right?
That's what's that.
Look, I have one request.
Being responsible.
That's what I was gonna ask because this is y'all's first. What's your one request you want to do? One thing you want to experience at Oktoberfest.
Yeah, my one and only request is we get on the damn tower. It goes straight up and drops you straight back down. That is my only.
I'll do that with you. I'm not scared of heights like somebody.
That's my only. I love I'm not doing stuff, and that's it.
That prepares you for airborne school, bro.
Don't care.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't care.
You gonna drop real quick.
All right, so Kai, you got me?
Come on now, I would have thought you knew me better.
Yeah. So
I'll get on. You saw me. I got on all the rides last time with you.
No,
you didn't want to get on that one, but you said you would have.
So
it came down to Mercy, come on. Now.
By the answer that you just gave me, I think you're misunderstanding me. No.
Wow, I thought I could count on you.
No. You can't.
Bro.
Look, I'm not
an adrenaline junkie.
Not that type. Not that type.
You go too fast in the car, he start tweaking.
Yeah.
Okay, look.
Yeah, I remember I got him hitting about 190.
I was going 160 the other day. He was
Slow down.
yo.
Unless I'm the one driving or controlling whatever. What's called when in his car I hit that right. It didn't even feel like I was even going that fast. But what's called That's crazy. You talking about me?
Hey, bro, we all done said something.
But
You ain't
hey,
paying
I'm
attention.
with you because I'm the friend in the friend group that get down that and hold the camera.
Oh.
Hell yeah, like this.
I bet you like we can put this on the interview, right? We will put it on the podcast videos, right? You gotta hold the camera and not make a single face throughout the whole time.
English or Spanish?
English or Spanish? English or Spanish?
We hold that just like this with a smile on my face
Alright.
whole time.
All right. Well, if that's
We shall see.
if that's the game plan, then we're gonna get on out of here. Go get some videos from this club opening. Please look out for it in our channels, in our Instagram, our YouTube, or eventually we'll be on Spotify and Apple Music. I'll let you guys. I'll keep y'all posted about that. Just let us know what topics you want us to go about, and go ahead, Kai. Roll us out.
For all you ladies out there, your clog piping is our liking.